We're Tap, and in this video, we're in Switzerland traveling to the top of the Schilthorn. So come along with us as we ride the steepest cable car in the world. Tanya and Pete here, and thanks for watching. During our recent 2-week trip to Europe, we spent 3 nights in Grindelwald in the Jungfrau region of Switzerland. And on our first day, we traveled from Grindelwald to the top of the Schilthorn via the Lauterbrunnen Valley, Mürren and Birg. While planning for this portion of the trip, we found Voices of Travel, a website that creates specialized travel itineraries for Switzerland and a host of other countries. So over the course of a couple months, Nicoletta finally tuned an itinerary for us for the Jungfrau region. That included half and full day outlines of specific itineraries on which trains and cable cars to take, restaurant and hotel recommendations, and other attractions to consider. She provides all the information you need, but it's still up to you to buy the tickets, book the reservations, and navigate your way through the itinerary on your own. For more information about voicesoftravel.com, click on the link in the description. So that morning, to get to the Schilthorn, our Voices of Travel itinerary had us traveling from Grindelwald to Lauterbrunnen via the R61 train towards Interlaken Ost. We also used a Voices of Travel itinerary to travel from Grindelwald to Jungfrau Joch, the top of Europe. So click above to see that video. To get to Lauterbrunnen, we first had to stop in Zweilutschinnen, where we hopped on the next train coming from Interlaken. This is where trains coming from Interlaken split and go 2 different ways, one to Grindelwald and one to Lauterbrunnen.
Section right now.
Yeah. Following you. Leaving Zweilutschinnen, we arrived 9 minutes later in Lauterbrunnen.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
In the Lauterbrunnen station, we followed signs to the buses, since our Voices of Travel itinerary had us taking bus B141 to the new Stechelberg cable car station. The bus ride from the station was free and took about 10 minutes. Before we arrived in Europe, we bought a 3-day Jungfrau travel pass for free travel around the Jungfrau region and discounted tickets like the Stechelberg cable car to Mürren. This is the steepest cable car in the world, at 159 degrees straight up the valley wall to Mürren.
So we made it to the gondola station, and I'm going to show you how high up this lift goes.
Can you see the lines and how straight up they go?
This is crazy.
Once we got inside the station, we used our Jungfrau travel pass to buy discounted tickets to Mürren, Birg, and Schilthorn. The new cable cars can hold 85 people and can accommodate 800 people when running at full capacity. The new station opened in December 2024, and it's only a 4-minute ride to Mürren. Once we arrived in Mürren, our itinerary said to catch the next cable car from here to Birg in the same station. And this ride was about 15 minutes.
Right here.
Like that.
The Skyline Walk and Thrill Walk in Birg are supposed to be amazing, but the fog that day made it impossible to see anything. From Birg, we continued to the next cable car to ride up to the Schilthorn. In a couple of minutes before we arrived, there was an audible gasp in the cable car as we broke through the clouds to amazing views of the Alps. We were here in March, and several of the cable car stations we saw that day were still under construction as part of the Schilthorn project expected to be complete in spring of 2026. After exiting the cable car, we made our way upstairs to the Skyline View platform for a 360-degree view.
We made it to the Schilthorn, and the view is spectacular.
We came up on the cable car, and all of a sudden we got above the clouds, and everybody in the car just went. And as you can see, it is absolutely gorgeous up here.
We spent about 30 minutes taking photos and videos of these spectacular views. And then we continued upstairs to the Piz Gloria, the 360-degree revolving restaurant for some lunch. But since I have motion sickness, I couldn't take the movement, so we grabbed some soup and pastries from the Skyline takeaway that was delicious. The 1969 James Bond film, Her Majesty's Secret Service, was filmed at the top of the Schilthorn, so we walked around Spy World to learn how it was made. We spent about an hour and a half at the top of the Schilthorn, and then returned to Birg. From Birg, we took the same cable car back to Mürren. Instead of returning to Stechelberg, our itinerary had us walking from the cable car station to the train station in Mürren to see this car-free village. Mürren's population is over 400 when tourists flock here in the summer. After a 30-minute stroll through the fog in Mürren, we arrived at the train station. Using our Jungfrau travel pass from Mürren, we took the 11-minute R66 train to Grütshalp. After one of the prettiest bathroom views I've ever seen, we used our Jungfrau travel pass to take the cable car down to Lauterbrunnen. The cable car to Lauterbrunnen took about 5 minutes. Back in Lauterbrunnen, we decided to walk south in the valley to see the town. 10 minutes later, we arrived at the Staubbach Falls, one of 72 in the Lauterbrunnen Valley. Translated to Dust Creek Fall, the Staubbach Falls drops 974 feet into the valley. On our way back to the train station, we stopped at the Horner Pub for a couple of drinks and amazing pretzels. Traveling in cable cars and trains from Grindelwald to the Schilthorn was one of the most unique experiences we've ever had, and one we won't soon forget.
How was that?
Awesome. It was one of the most cool experiences of my life.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
Yeah. Everyone should come here.